Hello, friends. I am Dr. Pandit Nirmal, Assistant Professor of English, and I am going to deal with your compulsory paper, which is entitled as Ability Enhancement Compulsory Course English Communication. Friends, with the help of this paper, you are going to learn the abilities related to English communication. Friends, English language is the most important language in the era of science and technology. This paper will help you to develop your English language and English communication. Friends, at the outset, you are welcomed in degree college. Friends, all of you have successfully completed your 12th and enrolled for graduation. Friends, you are going to deal with the compulsory paper which is entitled as Ability Enhancement Compulsory Course English Communication. Friends, before going into details of the course, first of all, I would like to discuss about syllabus and question paper pattern of our paper Ability Enhancement Compulsory Course English Communication. Friends, this paper is introduced in the first semester. Its a paper number is 1, and this course is prescribed for BA, BSc, BCom, BSW students of first year. This paper is meant for 75 marks, 40 marks for university examination, that is called as end semester examination, 35 marks for continuous internal evaluation. In total, this course is meant for 75 marks and 3 credits. Friends, the board of the study of English subject, they put forward some objectives of the course. The first objective of this course is to enable the learners to communicate in English through close reading of a select literary text. Friends, the first objective of this course is, with the help of various prose section, poetry section, short story section, and some sections related to communication skills, students get an opportunity to deal with all these texts closely, and with the help of these texts, they are able to develop their communication skills. They are able to develop their LSRW skills. L means listening, S means speaking, R means reading, and W means writing. The second objective of this course is to develop the skills of speaking, listening, reading, writing, viewing, and representing by conducting classroom activities prescribed in the curriculum. Friends, at the end of every text, the board of the study prescribed some activities related to the various skills, that is speaking, listening, reading, and writing. If you do all these activities carefully, definitely you will develop all your skills with the help of these activities. The third objective of this course is to enable the learners to make the use of English language for shaping and making meaning according to purpose, audience, and context. Okay, friends, with the help of this course, you are able to use the English language for the development of your personality. Then next objective is to train the learners think in a ways that are imaginative, creative, interpretative and critical. Friends, after studying the all 4 units prescribed in your syllabus, you are able to develop your imaginative skill, your creativity, at the same time your critical abilities. With the help of this course, you are able to develop the qualities, the abilities like imagination, creation, and critical analysis. The next objective is to help the learners for acquiring ways of expressing themselves and their relationship with others and their world. Friends, with the help of this course, you are able to express yourself and you are able to communicate with your relations with all the world. The next objective of this course is to induce the learners for reflecting on their learning through their study of English. Friends, you are able to reflect with the world through the study of this course. These are the objectives of this course, that is English communication. Now we turn towards intended outcomes of the course. Friends, there are some intended outcomes of this course expected the Board of Study of English. The number one outcome is through responding to and composing a wide range of text, the learners will begin to use the English language in the best possible manner. Friends, you have 4 units in the first semester, and in every unit you have 2 components, and these components are selected from prose section, poetical section, short story section, and some grammatical items and communication skills. These elements will develop among the learners the usage of English language. The second intended outcome is through the close study of a text, student will develop knowledge, understanding and skills in order to communicate effectively in English. Friends, if you read all the text prescribed in your syllabus, definitely these texts will help you to develop your knowledge, your understanding and all the skills in order to communicate in English. Then next intended outcome is learners will value and appreciate the importance of English language as a key to learning. Friends, with the help of this course, you will understand the value and importance of English language, and definitely you will appreciate the importance of English language as a window to the world knowledge, the world learning. Definitely English will be a key to learning in your life. The next intended outcome is learners will gain the personal enrichment from study of a literary pieces in English. Friends, in first 3 units you have a literary pieces. In first unit we have a speeches. In second unit we have a short stories. In third unit we have some poems, and with the help of these literary pieces, the learners will gain the personal enrichment. Friends, if you read the first speech given by Abdul Kalam, you are really mesmerized or surprised by the visions given by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam for the development of India. Learners will acquire ability to communicate through oral and written text. Here, the course will help you to develop your communication skill. With this, these are the intended outcomes put forward or put before you in order to enhance your English language and English communication. Friends, now we will discuss the syllabus according to unit. We will discuss unit wise syllabus. Friends, the first unit is dedicated to prose. In the first unit, we have two speeches selected from two international celebrity. Friends, we have a first speech entitled as I have 3 visions for India. This speech given by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Friends, we all Indians are well known to Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He is the Bharat Ratna awardee and the 11th President of India. At the same time, he is widely known by various titles such as the Missile Man of India and the People's President of India. Friends, we all aware with the greatness of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And here we are lucky we have one speech for our syllabus. I have 3 visions for India. Friends, it is one of the many inspirational speeches delivered by Kalam Sahab. He delivered this speech at IIT Hyderabad. In this speech, Dr. Kalam has outlined his 3 visions for India. Number 1 is freedom, second is India's development, and third one is India's military power as well as an economic power. Friends, we have a second speech, Learning from the West by Narayan Murthy. Friends, Narayan Murthy is an Indian IT industrialist and co-founder of Infosys, a multinational corporation providing business consultancy in technology, engineering, and outstanding services. Narayan Murthy has received a number of awards like Padma Vibhushan. Friends, here we have his speech, Learning from the West, for our syllabus. This speech is one of the speeches delivered by Narayan Murthy when he received the Lal Bahadur Shastri National Award for his excellence in public administration and management sciences. In his speech, as the most successful businessman of India, he argues that Indians need to learn so many things from the Western people. Means In this speech, he focuses on the Indians learned so many values from the Western culture, from the Western people. Now we are on unit number 2. The unit number 2 is dedicated to short stories. Here we have two short stories. The first one is A Living God, and the second one is A Search for Stranger. Friend, the first short story, A Living God, is written by Patrick Hearn. Patrick Hearn was an international writer, translator, journalist who is proficient in English, Greek, and Japanese languages. Friends, A Living God is a very an interesting story which narrate how the protagonist, how the main character saved hundreds of lives in a natural calamity, tsunami. He spent his own whole property to save the lives of people. So the author finds a living God in him. Really, you will be curious to know how a God in a living person seen by our author. Now, the second short story is Search for a Stranger. This story is written by G.S. Livingston. Friends, G.S. Livingston was a famous psychiatrist and author. The Thing You Think You Cannot Do is an outstanding book which deals with the personal virtues. Friends, the story Search for a Stranger deals with relationship that can exist between strangers. Many a time, we people meet strangers and later we realize that we are very close to each other. The story Search for a Stranger is actually the story of author's search for his own mother. This way, we have two short stories in unit number 2. Now we are marching towards unit number 3. Unit number 3 is dedicated to poetical section. We have two poems. The first poem is My Mistress' Eyes Are Nothing Like by the Sun. The poem was composed by William Shakespeare. Second poem is Bright Star, Would I Were Steadfast as Thou Art by John Keats. Friends, the first poem was composed by world famous English poet and dramatist William Shakespeare, who wrote 37 plays and 154 sonnets. Friends, out of the 154 sonnets, this is one of the most popular sonnets of the world famous poet William Shakespeare. This sonnet is about the dark lady, the beloved of William Shakespeare. Most of the poets compared their beloved to numerous beautiful things in nature. But in this poem, William Shakespeare ridicules such love poems. The second poem is Bright Star, Would I Were Steadfast as Thou Art, composed by John Keats. Friends, John Keats is a very famous romantic poet. He devoted himself completely to the poetry. The poem Bright Star, Would I Were Steadfast as Thou Art, is a very famous poem. In this poem, John Keats wishes to attain the unchanging and fixed status of the bright star through his love. Now, we are on unit number 4, and unit number 4 is dedicated to English grammar and communication skills. Friends, we have a two component. The first one is English language learning, and second one is communication skills. Friends, in first component we are going to learn word classes. Broadly, words are divided into two categories. Number one is open word classes, and second one is closed word classes. Nouns, adjectives, verbs and adverbs belong to open word classes. Pronouns, articles, auxiliary verbs, prepositions, conjunctions and interjections belong to closed word classes. We are going to learn about noun, verb, adjective, adverb, pronoun, article, auxiliary verb, preposition, conjunction and interjection in this section in detail. The second component of unit number 4 is communication skills. And this component consists of 3 elements: email writing, email correspondence, second one is a job application, and third one is a CV. Friends, email writing, email correspondence is the most common and fastest form of written communication in the age of science and technology. It is the age of Android mobile phone. We have Android phones, and with the help of Android phone, it becomes very easy, fast, cheap and eco-friendly to communicate with the help of email correspondence. Friends, second element is job application. Job application is a formal application. You write to the head of the institute or government department or company in order to get a job. Then third element of communication skills is a CV. It is popularly called as a biodata. At the same time, it is known as resume. Your CV covers your academic achievements, your work experience, and your hobbies and interest. In this way, we have 4 units in our paper, that is ability enhancement compulsory course, which is popularly known as English communication. This is the syllabus. Now we are going to talk about question paper pattern. Friends, syllabus and question paper pattern is a most important aspect in order to study the paper and understand the question paper pattern. Friends, we are going to study the question paper pattern of end semester examination. At the outset, I have already cleared that there are 40 marks for end semester examination, which will be organized by, conducted by our university, Swami Ramanand Tirth Marathwada University, Nanded. The first question is a descriptive answer type question with internal choice based on unit number 1, 2 and 3, and the first question meant for 15 marks. The second question is also descriptive answer type questions with the internal choice. This question is based on unit number 1, 2 and 3, and this question is also meant for 15 marks. Now question number 3, the questions with internal choice, and this question is based on unit number 4. In third question, we have 2 questions. In first part, this question is meant for 5 marks, and in B section, this question is meant for 5 marks. Means in all, question number 3 is meant for 10 marks. In short, the end semester examination is meant for 40 marks. This is the question paper pattern for end semester examination. Now we are talking about continuous internal evaluation. There are 35 marks for continuous internal evaluation. This evaluation will be handled your concerned teacher, subject teacher. There are 2 class tests of 10 marks each. Means class test meant for 20 marks. Then 15 marks for home assignment, presentation, seminar and project. In all, the total marks for continuous internal evaluation is 35 marks. The last aspect of our syllabus, question paper pattern, and this slide is dedicated to the prescribed textbook. Friends, our university and the Board of Study of English prescribed one textbook which is entitled as Horizon Ability Enhancement Compulsory Course English Textbook, and this textbook is published by Macmillan Publishers India Private Limited. This book will help to develop an ability enhancement compulsory course for English communication developed as a textbook as per CBCS pattern and prescribed by our parent university, Swami Ramanand Tirth Marathwada University, Nanded, for college students of the UG first year. This book was first published in last year in 2019, and this book is for 135 rupees. It is necessary to buy it and read it carefully and develop your abilities like listening, reading, writing and speaking. With this, I am looking forward to see you again. Goodbye.